Jerome, thank you for joining us to talk about your new Golo de-alcoholization technology. Could you tell us about why you decided to advance this technology? Were there some market trends or customer needs that you saw that made you do this?
Well, thank you for having me. Yes, we've been in the de-alcoholization business for over 30 years, and primarily with another vacuum low temperature distillation product called the spinning cone column. And it's a proven technology that's been rolled out in four corners of the world. About 4 years ago, we started working with Logichem in South Africa on the next generation of low temperature vacuum distillation technology, the GOLO. It was rolled out first in South Africa, and together with Logichem, we refined the technology, further developed it, and now commercialized it also around the world. The reason why we believe there is a demand for this next generation of technology is one, the de-alcoholization process has become mainstream over the years, both for an alcohol adjustment standpoint, where wine are coming too hot and need to be rebalanced through selective alcohol removal, while preserving the integrity of the wine through all the aromas being protected. Two, with the development of new product, which we call lifestyle wine, lower alcohol wine, as well as no alcohol wine, fully de-alcoholized wine, the GOLO technology is perfectly suited for those application. The difference being that it is a technology that has an outstanding aroma preservation capabilities, de-alcoholization, as well as alcohol rectification, all in one pass, at very low temperature, low residence time, and so resulting in a superior quality product. Further, from an operational standpoint, this generation is more efficient, has a better yield, has a lower capital requirement and lower operating cost. So the combination of all these factors really, at the time we introduced this new product, was a good fit to meet the customer's needs and to contribute to creating the superior de-alcoholized product that the customer is expecting.
Great. So could you just explain briefly how this process works, maybe how it is an adaptation of your spinning cone technology, and what the quality is that comes out of doing it this way?
So the principle is really to take a alcoholic beverage, specifically wine or beer or ciders, and to go through three different phases. The first one is by heating up the product, low temperature, because it is under a vacuum environment. So the volatile aroma of the product are basically first coming off and they're recaptured. 100% of them are recaptured. Then in the second phase, again, the alcohol turns into vapor and is recaptured and separated from the original product. And then finally, this alcohol is rectified to a higher ABV so that the water that is extracted can be reintroduced in the original product, improving the yield. So all that is done in a single pass, which minimizes the exposure of the wine to high temperature. And so that's the concept of GOLO. The difference with the spinning cone, there's a number of them. The concept of the low temperature distillation under vacuum is the same. The main differences are that the spinning cones are a very sophisticated, very complicated piece of machinery with a number of moving parts, when GOLO, other than pumps, has no moving parts. It's a packed column, and it's the same principle of thin film distribution applied differently. Those are sort of the fundamental differences between the two machines. And again, the fact that Golo can do those 3 phases in a single pass when spinning cone needs to go through multiple passes. I would never say that the quality of the product process with the spinning cone is very good, and it's been proven through our decades of servicing our customers through spinning cone column. Golo is the next stage, the next generation. It's a refinement on the technology, and it results for the specific application in particularly zero and low and no alcohol, a superior product.
Yeah, you talked about already some of the different applications for it. Can you tell us your customers are what are the use cases that you see the most of? What's the most demand for the use of this?
We see demand in the wine and beer industry primarily. Those are the primary applications right now. There are others which we haven't pursued because we need to focus on those large applications. It's the main markets and basically around the world.
And is it mainly to just lower the alcohol, or are they looking for a close to zero alcohol beverage?
It really depends. We have customers who are just looking at alcohol adjustment. And so, they reduce the alcohol in a portion of their total wine, typically 10% of the volume for each degree of alcohol that is reduced. And that's all they need, because at the end of the day, they have a wine that comes in with too high alcohol, out of balance, and they just want to take that little bit of excess alcohol to rebalance their wine, which is a traditional wine. The other clients are looking for lifestyle wine, typically between 8.5% and 11%. So where you remove more of the alcohol, and then a few customers are looking in the 5.5% to 6% range, and then the rest are either at 0.5 or 0.0. So there are brackets of sort of sweet spots in the market depending on the alcohol level. Those may be regional specificity. Those may be due to tax reasons. The regulatory environment plays a role in those categories. But Golo can satisfy the needs of all these various customers.
Okay, Jerome, I think we're good. You aced it, and thank you for taking the time.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Ken.